So the nationwide AgTech Innovation Hub is, again, part of that long-term partnership where Nationwide shows a lot of confidence in us and to deliver to agriculture. And the idea is to look at understanding, mitigating, and managing climate risk in agriculture. And again, writ large, everything from crop, soils, animals, all the way to the grocery store. The idea is to create, part of it is to create innovative solutions and new information that allows us to address the climate risk across the broad agricultural ecosystem. One of the activities is that we have supported 5 projects that are led by faculty but include a lot of partner organizations and other people interested in working with the hub. So one has to do with drought risk reduction, which is managing subsurface drainage water such that at times when you need water and when you're in drought conditions you can retain some in the field. Managing climate risk in audiences. What do various audiences think about climate risk? There's precision risk management, and that's the project I'll talk about in more detail. And then there's a second project that has to do with predicting soybean disease pressure over the growing season and how that's influenced by seed quality as well as by the planting date aspect. And then the 5th project has to do with cell permeable proteins. This one gets pretty basic, but it has to do with proteins that enhance our ability to get things inside of a plant cell. So it could enhance the impact of pesticides, biostimulants. But I really wanted to focus on the precision risk management project. It kind of uses a lot of technology that is already impacting agriculture and will continue to impact agriculture into the foreseeable future. So it's everything from weather data to soil moisture to other components of photosynthetic active radiation, things of that nature that influence the plant growth. And we're going to combine that with a lot of images, and those images will be collected by drone flights across the field periodically, as well as by using your phone, for example, to take pictures of rows of plants or individual plants. And all of this information then will be managed by artificial intelligence, and we'll come up with what are called use cases, that how can we use all of this information and the relationships between that pieces of information to predict things like crop growth stage and how that influences timing of various field activities. So it might be treatment for weeds, treatment for insects or diseases. Yield monitoring and yield prediction in particular. So if you think about a farmer and looking out at their field, what are their yields going to be? And that allows them to do things like precision marketing. Can I forward contract some? What's my predicted yield going to be? Grain storage, harvest labor needs, all those sorts of things. And then the final component is just measuring soil moisture. And because that has such a big influence on yield in particular, but it could be part of a bigger system in ag where ultimately you would have fields that were instrumented or outfitted and using drones and other imagery. So it's precision management to where our inputs would be carefully monitored and only used when they're absolutely needed. We could take information like this during the season and utilize it to make those treatments. So you'd have autonomous vehicles that would go out and do some of these tasks. So it would feed into a prescription system, if you will, for crop production. Again, complement nationwide commitment to agriculture and having a lot of confidence in us. Keep an eye on us because I think there are a lot of opportunities in agriculture and across the food system for artificial intelligence, for IT needs, for sensors, everything that feeds into this system to make it up.